Hi there. Sorry to keep you guys waiting. There was a hole in the ozone layer, so I was hiding. Welcome back to the first episode of Mac is Hiding in Some Gaming. Today we are playing I Was a Teenage Exocolonist. There's kind of no preamble to why we're doing this game specifically as the first thing on the channel, but I really wanted to play this game. It looked interesting. It is a deck builder with a visual novel aspect. I'm interested to see like which portion of that proves to be more integral to like the core gameplay of this. But I'm also excited to just like delve into the story. It also seems to be some kind of sci-fi fantasy vibe, sort of terraforming new planets beyond our own. Without further ado, let's get into it. Warning for myself and you guys. This game deals with mature subjects and may not be suitable for all players. Please see our content warnings in the system menu for a detailed list of themes and events. I would recommend you guys check out Does the Dog Die for doesthedogdie.com for any spoiler-free and spoiler-full warnings and content warnings about this game moving forward. And content warnings will also be in the description. I'll make sure to go on through them on off camera and load those in the description as well, just so you guys know what is entailed for this game. You wake to chaos, a confusion of light and heat and smoke, fire. Your head is pounding. You must have hit it and blacked out, but you aren't sure how you got here or what on Vertumna is happening. There's something important you need to remember. Your stomach lurches as the floor crumbles beneath your feet, then collapses. Hi, friend. Your body aches and your eyes burn from the smoke. A figure appears through the flames. It's your friend. I was right. Your friend? Wait, why can't you remember her name? She's gesturing and shouting at you, but all you hear is ringing in your ears. Let's say we're... I think we're gonna talk. Why not? This choice seems to be relatively arbitrary. What's going on? You try to speak, but the words come out jumbled. Let me try that again. Your throat seizes around a lungful of choking smoke, and you feel dizzy and confused. Your friend pulls you out of the rubble. She throws your arm over her shoulder and half drags you towards the door. Through it, you see a deep, eerie twilight, dark blue and cold against the heat of the fire around you. Glow season. Glowing eyes. You shake your head to clear your vision. Is that some kind of dog? Like from Earth? The creature howls and lunges, its jaws open. Holy shit. Nightmare fuel, talk about? Jesus Christ. I was a teenage exocolonist. I'm interested to see if this title grows on me. I very much love like the art style and the vibe of the game, but the title feels like a modern like isekai anime, like a full phrase or sentence long, just a little much. You are born on the Stratospheric, Earth's first colony ship. halfway through its 20-year voyage to a wormhole at the edge of the Sol system. Your parents run the hydroponic gardens, which make fresh air and vegetables for the ship. Like the other colonists, they bravely choose to make this one-way journey to the uncharted planet Vertumna 4, Roman numerals, in the hope they could escape Earth's troubles. They had you the old-fashioned way, merging their genes like they merged their cultures and traditions. Jesus Christ. They name you... Okay. We'll go with one of the pre-chosen names here. I guess I like Solana. Solana say feels like much, and Solane feels too little. Solana, it's a Goldilocks. Solana, you're a bright-eyed child with an active imagination. Sometimes too active, your mom says. Use the sliders on the left to choose pronouns and late teen appearance. Okay. Alright, so I learned this in the menu when I was adjusting audio that they use the right stick for adjustment. We will make someone like myself, a they, them, androgynous with more masculine leaning. I don't know if moving it a little bit towards the math side is really gonna adjust it that much in the actual appearance. You know what? Let's just go with masculine appearance in late teens. Just round it out. Why not? All right. You have vivid dreams of things you've never experienced. Dirt under your feet, skies overhead, endless jungles, and strange animals. You wonder if this is what Vertumna will be like. Can I adjust these? No, okay, not yet. Every child on the Stratospheric is given one genetic enhancement. By age 6, you see the first sign of yours. Okay. Eagle eyes, extra fingers, absorbent brain, super strength, calm temperament. Extra fingers was wild, and I can't see how that's an enhancement. But I think I'm gonna go absorbent brain for this run of the game. Maybe we'll do different runs of this game eventually. But for this run, let's go absorbent brain. I want to be a smart cookie. Professor Hal says kids learn fast because their brains are like sponges. But when people get older, they can't absorb as much new stuff. Not for you. You're always learning, and your curiosity knows no ends. And I get absorbent brain as one of my first cards in my deck. +1 skill on brain challenge win. Okay. The other kids have trouble keeping up with you, but one tries. Oh my god, I have to pick a best friend. Oh no. Energetic and loyal anemone. Tough and gentle Cal. Bold and confident Mars. Quiet and adventurous Dis. Studious and mature Tangent. Shy and sweet Tammy. I feel like we should opposites attract. We should go with someone who is leaning a little away from the personality that we have going on right now. Right now, we're a little empathetic. We got a little bit of reasoning. So I'd say we're a very like temper-headed, like even-keeled, level-headed person. You know, let's say bold and confident Mars. I think someone with like a nice boisterous personality is good, and you know, maybe we can be the kings of the hill together. Oh hell yeah. Okay, Mars is a natural leader. Whenever you're all playing together, Mars is the one who comes up with all the ideas. She can be a little bossy, but that's part of her charm. She always organizes fun stuff for the kids after class. You're both founding members of the Secret Fun Times Club. Okay. Mars seems great. Do want to check my options because I was thinking of someone else as well. Let's see. Energetic and loyal anemone. Also feels like a boldish personality that could match us well. Anemone is the most enthusiastic person you know. Your favorite memory is the time she taught you how to play zero-G sports ball after class. She never means to get you into trouble, but somehow you always seem to find it together. Interesting. I think I want to go Anemone, actually. Mars is great, and maybe we'll go Mars on a different run, but Anemone feels right. You're 10 years old when the ship finally reaches the wormhole. Professor Hal says it's like a doorway to other star systems, with the planet Vertumna 4 on the other side. You run emergency drills for months to prepare. When the day finally comes, it starts with a rumble. Then things start to slide off the tables. You hurry to gather near the escape pods, just in case. The emergency area is crowded with families. It's gonna be fine, Solana. Your dad soothes. We'll be through the wormhole and down on the planet before you know it, just like we've practiced. Your mom gives him a sharp, worried look. Red emergency lights switch on as the siren begins to sound somewhere distant in the ship. You try to breathe slowly, like you were taught, but you're very scared. You look out a porthole. The stars are gone. When you're frightened, you... I think we get in touch with our emotions. You bawl like a baby. It feels good. You aren't the only one. Nearby, your classmate Tammy has cheeks streaming down her... Nearby, your classmate Tammy has tears streaming down her cheeks. Mars is quietly trying to console her. She sighs as your crying makes Tammy wail even more loudly. Your dad puts his arms around you as you let it out. And we gained Stress Cry as an ability. We also gained a little ability with our with choosing Anemone as our friend that I forgot to read off, but we'll look at that later. You wait. The shaking builds. Then everything starts to get very weird. The hallway stretches, and you're stretching too. Your arms feel impossibly long. Your head feels like it's slowly filling up like a balloon, contracting down to the size of an atom at the same time. Is this the wormhole? You hear the distant, ominous squeal of metal giving way as the ship shudders and lurches in slow motion. The weirdest part is the sense of deja vu. You're sure this has happened to you before, and you know somehow that everything is gonna be okay. The shuddering reaches a crescendo. You hear an impossibly loud crunch and feel weightless for a few seconds before gravity slams you back against the wall head first. You black out. As you slip unconscious, you feel yourself twisted out of time. It's today, yesterday, and tomorrow all at once. And more than just one tomorrow. Lots of them. Different tomorrows. You find yourself in a place that you know from your dreams. Tilled fields, dramatic ridges, and a stranger, but also not a stranger, grinning as she grabs your hands. Hurry up, she says. I'm not gonna let you miss this. Distantly, you feel the ship's shaking has stopped and hear your parents' worried voices. Feeling safe, you slip further into the warm embrace of the stars. You drift. Gradually, your conscience reforms. You wake up in the medbay. The medbed under you plays a soft tone and an automated voice speaks. 2 weeks have elapsed. The patient's cranial injury has completely healed. 2 weeks have elapsed. The patient's cranial injury has completed healing. They may now be safely discharged. As the fog lifts from your head, you realize something seems different about this room. It's so bright. You try to focus on the window. Something is definitely different. I think we love the ground. Ground? Instead of a familiar blackness of space, bright light from twin blue and yellow suns is streaming through the windows. You peer out and see fields, glass-walled domes, and walls ringed by giant mushroom-like trees. There are construction materials everywhere, and people walking around outside, on the ground. You better go out there and join them. We're rushing outside and starting our new life, going to find an enemy. Oh my goodness. I love... Okay, now it's the time for me to talk about this art. This art is so adorable. All the like full-sized character models, but like even the map sprites are so cute. Oh, Tammy jumps as you step out of the ship's quarters behind her. Oh, what's Tammy's voice? Oh, God. You're awake? Are you all better? You better go see your dad. She points southeast towards some geodesic domes. To walk, click on the ground and click on characters to talk to them. I am on a controller, so I'm going to use my left stick to walk, I think. Southeast is where she pointed to father. Solana, your dad gives you a big warm hug. I'm so happy you're finally awake. Dr. Instance thought it'd be best to keep you asleep while your noggin healed. Your mother and I thought you might sleep away the whole year, my snoozy little gooseberry. He checks your head and looks relieved. He was clearly very worried about you, but covers it with jokes and smiles. I say we love our dad. Welcome to Vertumna, he says, gesturing around you. You've never seen the stratospheric from the outside except in pictures. The ship has been separated in two and parts taken off to form other buildings and a big wall around the whole colony. The alien jungle creeps right up to the wall. Only the geodesic greenhouses pass outside it, dotting their way up the hill. How'd you do this so fast? You've been asleep for weeks, my dear aubergine, he says. And these geodesic greenhouses practically put themselves up. But some of this is only a quick temporary solution, he admits. We'll keep growing and improving things. One day our little colony will be as big as the whole city. Oh, before I forget. He pulls out a package from his satchel and hands it to you. You blink and stare at it blankly. Don't you know what day it is? He asks. You honestly don't. You remind him that you've been asleep in the medbay. Happy birthday, he shouts, wrapping you in a warm hug. Your birthday? Already? You feel a dizzying sense of deja vu. You stare hard at the wrapped package. You know exactly what is in here. You remember it. No, you dreamed about this package some years ago on the ship. Inside will be a small medallion in the shape of a sun that your dad made by hand. I'm not going to open the package yet. You tell him you'll open it later, when Mom can be there too. The truth is, you're scared to look inside. Professor Hal is expecting you in classes if you're feeling up to it, your dad says, pointing west to the engineering wing and the rear end of the bisected ship. Then he points to the large doors you came out earlier. Or you can relax in your quarters until you're feeling better. We'll talk later tonight, he says, then kisses the top of your head and ruffles your hair. Have a wonderful birthday, Solana. I love you. Unlocked, study humanities and engineering. Nice. Let's tell Dad we love him. And move on. To enter buildings, click on the door or the flag beside it, or get close and press enter or another action button. Then choose an activity for the month to gain skills and advance time. There are 13 months a year and 10 years to the end of the game. You only have time to focus on a few things. Oh, fuck. Okay, so that's, I guess, you know, we are supposed to repeat runs, so the game has to be somewhat short. That just feels so short. Okay, Yeah, all right. Think I think we had enough resting time. Let's talk to one of our friends to say hi. This is Dis. Okay. You see Dis sitting on the ground beside some bushes. Is he hiding from somebody? He seems to be watching the gate in the wall to the south where grown-ups are coming and going. Kids aren't allowed past the walls, he says quietly without looking up. They say nothing. They say there's nothing to be afraid of, but then why do we need the walls? You stare at the gate and have a sudden rush of memories so strong you think you might faint. You imagine something crashing through the wall, something enormous and dark and wriggly. For years in space, you've had half-remembered nightmares of monsters, of your ship being destroyed, of sifting through wreckage that used to be your home, trying to find something. Your dad always told you the dreams weren't real. Breaking from your daydream, Dis whispers, I think there are monsters out there. I believe you. No, you don't, he says. You're being sarcastic. I can tell. Nobody believes me. He turns his back and ignores you. This is a cutie. They're huge and wriggly and dangerous. Stop making fun of me. Dis pouts. You're as bad as Mars. I do really love that we're getting to see. I mean, obviously, we picked what we look like and what our pronouns will be in our late teens, so obviously we're going to see some manner of growing up, and I'm hoping all of these characters will be around and we'll get to see them in the future, because that would be great. Okay, we have to have a good voice for an enemy, because she is our main best friend. Hi, Solana! An enemy seems really at home here. She's rolling a sports ball around with her foot, making patterns in the weird boost snow. This stuff's different from snow on Earth, she tells you. Because it isn't cold, but it's still neat. You can make stuff out of it. Your foggy head clears a little. An enemy is simple, physical, real. You always feel grounded near her. What are you making? Just snow spirals, she says. But earlier, me and Cal made a big snow pal. You missed it while you were sleeping in medbay. She smiles her broad gap-toothed smile at you. Now that you're awake, we can play. Have you seen any monsters? Nope. Just some little bugs. Grown-ups would say if there were monsters, right? She shrugs, then smiles reassuringly. Even if there were monsters, Even if there were monsters, Chief Rhett would beat them all up, so don't worry. My mom says we're safer here than we were in space. You both look over at the wreckage of the Stratospheric, the spaceship where you were born. An enemy's mom, Unseatant, is probably right about that. Look what the wormhole did to your ship. Why aren't you in school? She smacks her forehead. School! I wondered where everybody was. Guess I'm gonna be late for humanities class. She doesn't look very worried to you. It's okay, she says. Professor Al is chill. He won't mind. But we should probably go now. She grins and starts running towards engineering. Hey. Race ya! No fair. She's getting a head start. Is she actually gonna? Okay. It's fair that she's not actually gonna start booking it, but I thought she was for a second. Is there any other friends to talk to? I haven't seen Mars or the other ones yet. No, I don't. It looks like only Dis and an enemy are out right now. Okay, cool. Engineering. Yeah, I guess study humanities is the quest that, or what we unlocked, not a quest. Is there? Can we look at quests? Oh, there's not really quests. It's kind of just like do whatever the fuck you want. Okay. Well, we unlocked it, and everybody's talking about school and everything. So let's head to engineering and study some humanities for the month. Why not? A low throbbing noise comes from the engine room, which provides power to the colony. Other corridors lead off to the teaching labs and medbay. You know the route to your classroom well, but the rest of the wing is off limits to children. Congruence, the ship's onboard AI, beams down at you from a nearby holoscreen. Don't forget to study hard, Solana. Let's study humanities. We get +2 creativity, +2 persuasion, and +15 stress. Sounds like school. Oh, what's Professor Howell's voice? Welcome, Solana. Professor Howell greets you. I hope you're all warmed up and ready to study the glorious humanities. History, literature, language, media, and philosophy. And yes, if you're lucky, we'll have a little ancient earth poetry too. He seems excited about that last bit. By the way, if anyone is interested in taking engineering classes, please register through Congruence's scheduling system where you have the chance. She'll be helping me teach them. Today's assignment is an easy one, Hal says with a yawn. Because I was late repairing Congruence's sub-terminal and could use a nap. I'd like you to write an essay on what the Vertumna colony means to you. Freedom, equality, democracy. You list all the keywords you can think of to describe an ideal government. Did you say freedom yet? Although you aren't sure if the colony's government is a real democracy. You know the council votes on things, but you don't get to vote. And who chooses the council members anyway? The governor? Who chooses the governor? The council? You may be just a kid, but you can tell you're missing something here. Get to work. Oh, okay. Here's where the deck building stuff is school fun. All right. When you work or go to class, you'll play a quick card challenge as the month passes. Move cards to fill the 5 panes to make the best hand you can. Yes, order matters. If your total in the circle on the right reaches the goal value, you win. Depending on the cards, some challenges can't be won, but you still get a reward for doing your best. Okay. Bonuses for flushes. Bonuses for pairs. Bonuses for straights. Oh shit, okay, so we're pokering this. Got it. The more cards in a flush, pair, or straight, the higher the bonus added to your total. Cards can also affect each other and can be rearranged to find the best total score. Alright. Well. Oh my god. I read all that and then immediately forgot. Okay. Let me read through this real quick. Bonuses for same color together. Bonuses for same number together. Increasing from left to right. Okay, cool. All right, had to recheck the rules real quick there. Well, I see. So I wonder if we do wandering and we get. Yeah, so we got a pair and we got a pair and a 3 of a kind in color. And can we add on first words like a high card type of thing? Nice, great, there we go. And it counts as a pair with discovering. Beautiful. I wonder if the little like brain and speech bubble icons matter. Yeah, great. And we were victorious, worked well this month, and got +1 creativity for it. So now we're very creative. Your skills increase when you work or go to school, with extra skills if you win the challenge, and a kudos bonus if you make the highest scoring hand with your cards. Working also increases stress, which prevents you from working if it reaches 100. To relieve stress, take a month off to relax in the quarters wing. I should have added on the extra card. Dang it, but good to know. Your parents have been working from first dawn to well after dinner every day. You know growing food is an important job, and it's vital to get crops in the ground right away. But there seems to be something more than that. It's such a change from growing up on the stratospheric when you saw them all the time. You stay up and wait for them at night before going to bed. Though you can tell they're exhausted, they make effort to spend time with you. Good parents we got. I'm sorry when is our mom gonna talk, actually? Anywho. I'm sorry we haven't seen much of you, little gooseberry, your dad says. Your mom watches you as she works a pebble out of her gardening tiller, which also serves as a crutch. How have you been holding up? I learned some stuff in school. Oh, this is Mom. Great, got what I wanted. Asked and answered. You know what? You delivered, game. What's Mom's voice? I'm glad to hear that. Your mom says, I want you to study hard, work hard, and stay out of trouble. Your dad smiles. And Professor Hal will give you kudos if you get good grades. You can spend those at the depot once it's open. You know, says your dad, raising an eyebrow at your mom, I think there are lots of different ways to learn, and school is just one of them. You can learn from working on a hobby, or by helping a friend. Your mom shakes her head and sighs, though you can tell she's trying to put on a gentle expression. We both agree that this colony is an experiment, and that means we're going to do things differently than on Earth. You're old enough now to start making your own decisions about your education and future, and if that means you find your own way, we'll accept that. Your dad puts a hand on your shoulder. We'll be proud of you no matter what you do. Try talking to your friends. They may have ideas for how you can spend your time. And come by geoponics, your mom adds. We could use your help. Unlocked shoveling dirts in geoponics. Hell yeah, we can shovel some dirt. And now it's the next month. I think we might do the next 2 months, since it seems like it's kind of like a quarterly type of thing. And then we'll call it. Yeah, that sounds fun. Let's talk to an enemy real quick. An enemy is bumping a sports ball with her wrist, trying to keep it up in the air. It's up, she shouts, and bumps the ball in your direction. Think fast. Yeah, let's do a fucking trick. You catch the ball with your wrist, bop it up, and headbutt it back to an enemy. She grins her huge gap-toothed smile. Whoa, nice move, Solana. You bounce the ball back and forth with her, trying to see. Oh, cool, we're getting stats. I should be. I don't know if I need to necessarily read out all those bubbles, but just paying attention to them. You bounce the ball back and forth with her, trying to see how many times you can rally and keep it going. An enemy tells you about the new sports ball court, a proper regulation-sized court, way bigger than the little 0G one on the stratospheric. Her brother Com is teaching the junior sports ball team this year. He's so great, she says. He's good at everything, especially spiking. He's coaching me to play awesome like him. You should come join us. Unlock sports ball in the garrison. Oh, we are definitely doing some fucking sports ball. Maybe that's what we'll do with this month. We can talk to Dad. We can talk to Ma. And Mars is up here. Let's talk to Mars real quick. A sharp whistle interrupts your thoughts. Hey, Solana. Mars calls out to you. Come here. I have a job for you. You walk over to Mars, who's sheltering from the snow under the ship's overhang. It's so gross here, she complains. This spark snow would ruin my good clothes. At least on the ship we had climate control. Ugh. Tammy made me some soy sweets, but there's no way I'm going out there in all this weather, she continues. Since you like running around in it, could you fetch them for me? Let's help Mars out. Why not? Okay. Good. Mars claps. She's probably just down the hall near our quarters. Mars sighs. She's scared to take more than a few steps from the door. All she wants to do is hide inside and make sweets. Let's go talk to Tam. Tammy is staring obliviously at the sky, smiling to herself. She startles as you approach. Oh, hello, Solana, she says, putting her hand to her chest. Do you need something? I'm here for Mars's soy sweets? Tammy smiles at you. Oh, it's so nice of you to help out Mars. She's a very important person, you know. She hands you a box wrapped in pink and yellow scarf. One order of mango soy sweets, made fresh this morning, she says. Please tell Mars that she can have that scarf back, okay? She used some of her kudos to nanoprint it for me because it's so dusty here, but I think I'm getting used to it now. Tammy smiles again and tucks her hair behind her big elven ears. Mars is so cool, she says fondly. Sometimes she's kind of bossy, but I know she really cares too. Tammy is very sweet, and I'm already getting attached to her. Hello, my little potato, your dad exclaims, smiling warmly. What have you been up to today? Just hanging with my friends. That Cal's a good boy, he says. And have you been and have you seen an enemy? She's been out by the garrison playing sports ball. I think she spent every day outside since we landed. He chuckles to himself. Guess that's what happens when you've got enough brothers to make your own sports ball team. He breathes deeply and looks slowly around. Rotumna is magnificent, isn't it? You nod. Seasons, he shouts, throwing his hands wide. I missed seasons. Back on Earth, it got much, much colder, and the snow wasn't half as pretty as our spark snow. He sighs, stretching. You just wait until dust season. Both the suns will be high in the sky, and it'll be real hot then. You'll see. That seasons, I love seasons thing reminded me of, God, I can't remember his name, but the head of the hospital in Mighty Med, with his bridges. I love bridges. You find your mom hard at work setting up the greenhouse with a small construction crew. You've seen these plans pinned to the wall of your family's quarters for years now. These geodesic domes will house the more delicate plants from Earth. Spinach, tomatoes, maybe even more fruit. She takes a swig from her canteen as you approach. Looking for something to do? She asks. Remember, Solana, you're responsible for your own schedule now that we've landed. You can decide how to spend your time, so long as it's productive. She points towards the engineering wing in the back half of the stratospheric severed frame. Professor Hal expecting you in class. But a well-rounded education includes practical application. You old enough to help with work around here? She claps her hands on your shoulder. I've got another minute. Anything you need to know? Let's ask about the garrison since we're going to do some sports ball this month. What's the garrison? Security Chief Rhett is organizing a sports ball team. You used to play, didn't you? Back on the ship. It'll be different here with the planet's gravity. Of all the adults in the colony, Rhett and your mom are most like soldiers you'd see on a holovid. For a moment, you think your mom's going to suggest something else. Then she shakes her head. You're too young for defense training, so don't worry about that, yeah? Just enjoy yourself and stay out of trouble. Okay. I kind of actually want to know about expeditions as well. Can I join on expeditions? Oh, you're too young to leave the colony. It's dangerous. She shakes her head. Your father would be worried. There's so much we still don't know about the world out there. Let the adults find out, then maybe you can join them in a few years when you're older. She gives you a stern look. She isn't going to budge on this one. For now, stay inside the walls. Okay, bye. Great. There's this, but he doesn't have a bubble over his head, so I don't think we need to talk to him. Tammy still has a bubble over her head, though, so let's... You see Tammy sitting quietly near the entrance to the lounge. You've known her for, well, your whole entire life. Back on the ship, deciding a relationship with her. Okay. I think we're her study partner. I don't know if we played with her, but we seem like a very, kind of quiet around everyone but an enemy type of person. So, yeah. Tammy was awful, just awful at Earth history. She thought Europe was the name of an English queen and the Pacific... She thought Europe was the name of an English queen and the Pacific was a famous ceasefire treaty. Vax going one of her huge ears and back out the other. Jesus Christ. Back off about the ears. No matter how hard you tried, she never seemed to improve. Her ears calm down on the ears. Her ears perk up, hopefully when she sees you. Her ears perk up, hopefully when she sees you. Hello, Solana. I was hoping you could help me with some homework. Pretend you didn't hear her and keep walking is a crazy option to have. Of course. Oh, thank you. She bounces up and down. You spend a couple hours trying to teach her the difference between exothermic and endothermic reactions. One makes heat and one absorbs it. Why is that so hard for her to understand? This is a lot of judgment coming Tammy's way. Listen, endo and exothermic was hard for me to understand when I first learned about it. Give her a break. The thing is, Tammy never loses heart when she fails a test or gets an answer wrong. It's inspiring, even though sometimes you feel like you get dumber after studying with her. Jesus Christ. We're so mean. Oh, I kind of regret going over to talk to her because I feel like that just made me feel worse about my character. Let's play some sports ball this month. Okay. We get +2 bravery, +1 toughness, +1 friendship with an enemy, and +10 stress. That is less than school, so it seems like a win-win to me. An enemy meets you on the court. She's bouncing from one leg to the other in excitement. My brother Calm is organizing the youth team, she tells you. Oh my god, his name is Kombucha? Kombucha offers you a high five and greeting, then tosses a sports ball your way. Let's start with a practice game to see what you're good at. You and an enemy are team captains. Pick your team. An enemy used to practice with Cal and Mars on the ship. But Tammy? You're surprised to see her here. So his full name is Kombucha. So shortened it would be, no. I'm going to call him Calm. Because I'm not going to call him what it would be if I took the actual syllable that kombucha begins with. Because I won't keep referring to this character who feels semi-important as Calm for the remainder of this playthrough. So Calm will fill in to even up the teams, but he promises to go easy on the other side. All right. I think we're going up against an enemy. And we're getting one friendship with an enemy from doing this anyway, so it's not like we're at risk for messing up that relationship. We haven't spoken to Cal yet, so I would love to get Cal on my side just to like get some relationship with him. Oh god, what's his voice? He seems he seems just like a chill guy. Mind if I play goalie? He asks. Sports ball is fun, but I don't really like to score against the other team. An enemy chooses kombucha, of course. They bump fists. Your next choice? Mars is the smart pick. Listen. Mars is the smart pick. But I feel so bad about that Tammy interaction that we just had that I feel like I should pick Tammy just on principle. Yeah, let's go Tammy. Sorry about that, you guys. Lost a little bit of footage there, but luckily we weren't too far in the game, so I just sped back to the point that we lost it at. The only thing that I think may have possibly changed between what I did differently was I finished that quest quickly that Mars had given us to get her soy sweets from Tammy. And just got a little bit of extra loyalty, and Mars invited us to go check out Command to possibly do some delivering for them. Sounds like some cop shit, if I'm being completely honest, but we'll check it out just to at least see everything on this first playthrough. But we were in the middle of some sports ball. Cal said I should join, but I'm not very good at sports. Where should I stand? She asked quietly. You You aren't sure. You assign her to tackle back and tell her to stick like glue to the opposing team's spiker. Maybe she'll get in their way instead of yours? You face off 3-on-3. Start the game. Toughness challenge. Let's go. Story challenges have 3 rounds instead of 1. After every round, you'll keep the cards you didn't play and unlock an extra slot to play them in. Losing it isn't always a bad thing in story challenges. Okay. Cool. I think off the bat, we should go with an enemy's loyalty. Yeah, because then that would boost all those up to 2. Yeah, 13 round 1. Why not? Let's call it a... Yeah, what a wash. Okay, great. Okay. So I see something in these blues and yellows, but maybe we go discovering, or wondering, giggling, first words. This is 5. Could go maybe oh shit. Fuck. I misclicked. Damn it. And there's no undo. Okay. Fuck. Well, that is what it is. Okay, we need 12. Alright. That's a 3 in color and number, which gives us 6. I don't know if we can do this, you guys. Another 0 to push that up to 9. Then a 2 will give us 11. What if it's color? It's still 11. No. Oh no. Bummer summer. Do we reload? No, you know what? Take it like a champ. Take it like a champ. We're gonna have to fail. Defeated. No skill changes. Calm is an unstoppable force on the other team, but he's playing nice and letting an enemy take most of the shots. It's hard to compete with that sibling synergy. Mars is merciless. She's always in control of the ball. It doesn't matter that she hogs the ball from her other teammates too. She's just that good. Cal makes an amazing jump save, but is winded when the ball hits him in the chest. Tammy's a menace on the field, but not in a good way. She's everywhere you don't want her to be and nowhere she should be. At one point, you see her apologize to the other team for being in their way. It seems like the other team is going a little easy on you, passing between each other for so long between goals that Kombucha whistles a 2-ball and throws a second ball in the game. Just as you start to think you may have a chance, an enemy scores them both at once. Match point. Better luck next time. At least we still get a card out of it. Oh, cool. If we synergize that with an enemy's loyalty, because that sets all toughness values to 2, then we could boost like a brain or a communication value to 2 if we need it. I don't know. Okay, didn't work very well this month. I thought we did okay, and we still got 2 bravery and 1 toughness and 10 stress, which is not great, but that's fine. This week, you got a few more bouts of deja vu, remembering what somebody is about to say or do just before they do it. Sometimes they actually do it, but not always. This morning, you were sure Professor Howe was going to trip on the uneven floor in the cafeteria and spill his plate of hash browns. You even told Mars to watch. He didn't, though. As Professor Howe walked away, his hash browns safe for today, Mars called you a liar and a dummy. These kids are mean in this school. After that interaction with Tammy, I'm just like, everyone is fucking mean. Jesus. At night, your dreams are all mixed up with stuff that you know can't be real. You're chased by monsters the size of buildings, only to be saved by strange people you've never met. You're holding hands with someone you love. You're crying as you help lift a shrouded body into the colony recycler. Everything seems so familiar. Is that Tammy? That look. Oh no, that's definitely Tammy. Yeah, man. I wish they wouldn't have drawn so much attention to her ears in that last conversation, because now I'm looking at those ears and I'm like, yeah, that's definitely Tammy. Everything feels so familiar, but when you try to recall their faces when you wake up, they're smeared in your memory like wet paint. But what if those things haven't happened yet, but they will someday? Anytime you try to tell someone, they think you're playing a trick or that you're sick and need to go to the med bay. You eventually decide to stay quiet about your strange dreams. Why? I think I don't want people to worry. Your parents have so much on their minds already. You have a feeling that something is happening at Geoponics that they don't want you to know. You don't understand it, but when they come home at night, they look really sad. You don't want to make that worse. If you just keep going to classes and staying out of trouble, it'll be easier for everyone, yourself included. Whew. This is already getting heavy, and we are only 10 years old. Next month. Ooh, this is a new friend. Or at least one of our friends that we haven't yet talked to yet. Tangent is hunched over her holopalm, frowning and poking angrily at the air. She speaks without looking up at you. Professor Hal wants us to prep a list of native flora with pictures. There should be a catalog on the Colony Holonet, but I can't find it anywhere. Let's make our own list. Tangent is dubious, but agrees to try your idea. The two of you run around the colony yard, taking pictures of all the different Vertumnan plants you can find and making up fake sciencey sounding names for them, like Wonkus shrubus and Purplis gracium. Wonkus shrubus is inspired. I really do love that one. After an hour, you've categorized 51 different species. Tange doesn't think it's a very complete list or a very scientific method, but she figures you must have learned something. Cool. Like Tangent's vibe. Maybe a fun friend, Okay. What do I want to do for this month? Let's talk to Cal. Cal is riding around his geoponics garden on his hoverboard. The board comes to a sudden shuddering stop on the rocky ground in front of you. Cal falls off but catches his balance before he eats dirt. Hi, Solana. Real ground is way harder to hover on than ship floors. There are bumps everywhere. Maybe hoverboards don't work outside? Oh, they totally do, Cal exclaims. I've been all over the place on this thing. Hovering outside is rad. Look at this. He runs over to a small depression in a nearby hill and presents it like it's something amazing. Look at this. It's a skate bowl. What now? Like, it's all round and the sides go up? Cal gestures to the bowl. So you can do hover tricks. He jumps on his board and shows you how it's done. Can I try it? Sure, but, please be careful. Mom says if I break my hoverboard, we can't make another one. He takes turns riding around the bowl, trying to get up enough speed going down one side to come back the other. You take turns riding around the bowl, trying to get enough speed going down one side to come back the... Oh my god. You take turns riding around the bowl, trying to get up enough speed going down one side to come back up the other. You don't land any tricks. It's hard just staying on the board with this uneven ground, but it's still fun. Nice. A little skateboarding with Cal. Okay. Great. Yeah, what do I want to do for this month? Our stress is getting a little high, but I think we still have a little bit of freedom to... 75. How much stress does going to class give? 15. Okay. Oh, but doing class this month gives us a friendship with Tangent just in general. Yeah, I think we got to do it. I think we got to do it, and then we'll rest at the start of next season. I think we're gonna do biology first, or for this month because we have absorbent brain, and you get a +1 skill when doing a brain challenge, and I don't. I don't know exactly what that means, but I'm interested to see what that means if we pull it during this challenge at all. I turned harder challenges on in the footage that we lost just because I wanted to. The challenges have seemed a little bit easy, even though we lost the sports ball one, but that was because I misclicked. So, and I think it might add a little bit more spice if we have some harder challenges. But we'll see what how hard they get, and if they get too hard or make these mini games take too long, maybe we'll turn on some lighter challenges. Because I really like the story and visual novel aspect of this game more so than the deck building at this moment, at least. So I would be interested to see more story and less game, but we'll see how I feel once we age up and get more skills and get maybe some more cards with like a little bit more synergies and complexity. But let's finish class for the month, huh? Hmm. Let's do. Ooh. This is so upsetting. Let's try this. Is that the best I can do? I think it is, unfortunately. Holy shit, do I only get one shot at this? What? Oh my god, no. What? Okay, well then that actually changes things. We gotta figure this out then. Oh no. Okay. All right. There must be some way to solve this. Would it be worth it more to get to get 3? I wonder. No, that's much less. Not much less, one less, but you know, less. We're looking for more. Okay. Unfortunately, I think this is the best we can do, and I'm gonna try push through because I've realized that push through lessens the higher your score gets. So maybe that's in like auto access for stress payment. Yeah. Okay. Great. I feel okay about that. That does push our stress to 100 out of 100. I'm pretty sure. Yep. So we are definitely gonna rest at the start of next month, unless we are unable to, because I don't know what stress does. Yeah, can't do anything but relax. So that's what we will do at the start of next month. We will relax, but we get +4 to biology. We did not pull absorbent brain that round, so I'm Oh, so we get a +1 just having absorbent brain. Okay, so that's good. And we got +1 reasoning, plus receiving stress, obviously, plus kudos and an extra kudos from getting the best score that we could, and extra friendship with Tangent, and that is the season. Oh, I didn't realize that the background art would change with the seasons. Oh my god. This is so pretty. It's gonna be this whole playthrough, but I love the art in this game. Well, that was the quiet season, and now we are in the pollen season, and we will continue the pollen season in next video. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you all enjoyed. Sorry for that lost footage in the middle there. But I will see you guys in the next one. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.